everyone, welcome back to Lucky15, and in this video I'll be giving you my Lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action. As usual here on the channel, you don't always have to do it as a Lucky 15. If you just want to take one or two of these selections from this video, be my guest. They're just a little bit of fun at the end of the day. But we start tomorrow in the 2:30 at Ripon with a horse called Funkadelic, 5-1 with bookmakers at the moment, trained by Ben Haslam, who's normally kind of a double dual purpose trainer, and he has a few jump per horses and also as well some flat. Graham Lee is booked for the ride, often rides a lot of his flat horses. Now this horse has only won one of its 12 starts so far, but this is a selling handicap, so a lot of these horses don't probably want to be in their current stables. The trainers have had enough of them and they're going to try and move them on, but I thought Funkadelic tomorrow had a fair chance at 5-1. It's going to be off a mark of 56 tomorrow, and I thought that was a fairly capable mark. Now if you go back to its last run at Hamilton, that was quite a good race that day, and there was some decent types in that race compared to what's going to be racing in tomorrow. The form that Hamilton race has worked out as quite well. There's been a subsequent winner and also as well a couple of decent placed efforts from the horses in behind. So for me, Funkadelic could be a little bit of value here at 5-1, and again it could go off shorter. I could definitely see this one maybe going off about 3-1. We then go to the 4:45 over in Ireland at the Curragh, and I like a horse here called Excelling Spirit, 11-4 best odds managed to find out there, trained by William McCreary. Billy Lee booked for the ride. This horse won at Curragh last time out in a maiden, quite good style. The horse of Dermot Wells that finished in second that day subsequently franked the form by winning last time out, and if you go back 2 starts ago to when this horse ran in a race at Fairyhouse, that form has worked out quite well, and I thought off a mark of 87 tomorrow that was a fair mark. Definitely can still be improving, only 3 years old, very unexposed, and I thought there was a little bit of value at the 11-4 price. We then go to the 4:50 at Newton Abbot with a horse called Massini's Lady, round about 11-10 bookmakers at the moment, trained by the informed duo that is Dan and Harry Skelton, the jockey taking the ride. This horse won very easily at Stratford last time out. Don't know what it quite beat that day, but nonetheless typical Skelton horse where they enter it in weak races and tend to do well. Even though it does have to carry a penalty tomorrow, it's still going to be receiving quite a bit of weight from its rivals. Still off a mark of 80 as well, and I think it's better than that mark. Maybe 1 or 2 dangers from Little Windmill could pose a threat tomorrow, but this horse was running away at the line. It had its ears pricked, showing that it still was interested, and I could definitely see this horse following up again tomorrow, especially with the red hot form of the Skeltons, and that's going to be selection there. We then go to the 5 o'clock at Ripon with a horse called Tajdeed, 5-1 bookmakers at the moment, trained by Mark Johnson, who's having a flying season at the moment. Jim Crowley booked for the ride, interesting jockey booking going all the way up there to Ripon from his Sussex base. Now this one is 5-1 bookmakers at the moment. Also as well, it's going to be in the colours of Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum, which is definitely notable connections to follow. Also as well, if you look at the pedigree of this horse, it's got a lovely pedigree related to Al Wazin, who was a middle park winner and a Mill Reef winner at Newbury. So top connections related to a lot of winners by Teofilo, who's a good sire to be related to, and I could definitely see that one going well on debut. So that's going to be the last selection that rounds off this video. So if you want to and you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button underneath the video here for more videos. Also as well, you can follow me on Twitter, best place to follow me on social media, where my handle is at Lucky15. Make sure you follow me on there if you don't do so already. So that's all I got to say really. Hopefully we can have a good day tomorrow. Please gamble responsibly and we'll be seeing you soon.